What's up, Aries? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a new moon reading for July 17th, 2023. This is a moon that is in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, while the sun is in Cancer, and also on Monday, which is the day ruled by the moon. So if there was ever a day to set your intentions for something, it's this moon. We're going to do the same spread as I always do, which will be the Thoth spread, and I'm going to clarify with the Thoth deck, but what I'm going to do different this time is I'm going to draw from this Moonology deck for an overall energy for what maybe our intentions should be set forth for, and then we'll use that and go from there. All right, what should Aries focus on for this new moon? Talk to me. Oh, there it is. I've got two of them for you. Got two of them. Surrender to the divine, full moon, and expect a powerful change, new moon eclipse. So, we are at the new moon. Got surrender to the divine and expect a powerful change. Well, it looks like change is on the horizon, Aries. And you need to just kind of surrender to it, whatever that change may be. Change isn't always the easiest, but the only thing that doesn't change is the fact that things change. And let me tell you something, with the sun and the moon being in Cancer for the new moon, secrets will be revealed. No doubt about that. And the fact that all these secrets are going to come to light. Oh, that wants to come. All right, we're done. And secrets, when they get revealed, they tend to lead to new beginnings, as many times the secrets we find out upset us. But let's see what the cards say. I mean, the first card that popped out, it's the Fool, straight up. So that's new beginning. So this new moon is all about new beginnings for Aries. No doubt about it. Got the World and the Knight of Wands. These over here for now. Clarifier deck. And I'll explain as what each area means, what each section means for the Thoth spread. All right. I really don't care much for the bottom of the deck. A lot of people like to put that up there. That's also could be a new beginnings or a new message coming in, new passion of yours. But I don't look at the bottom of the deck as any major aspect of the reading. But that's just me, because in my opinion, if it's on the bottom of the deck, it was never meant to be in the reading. But I mean, I guess if you hold it a certain way, you do see the card though. So this was what was the current situation or the question, and we already know kind of what the flow is for the intention. So we got the Fool, the World, and the Knight of Wands. I mean, you can't even make this thing up. It's like powerful change, surrender to the divine. And I'm sitting there telling you, ending of a cycle, new beginnings with a new moon, and with it being in the moon sign, the sun being in the moon sign, and it being on Monday, which is the moon's day. I mean, it's amazing. So yeah, definitely looks like the ending of something, and you need to surrender to it from what the moon's card said. And a powerful change, so it's going to be a new beginning. And it looks like it's not going to be too bad at all. That's probably you moving forward, just charging in straight forward. But Aries always charges straight forward. They are the ram. They are not afraid. So I imagine this is okay. So this is the path that you're on. If that's what this area represents. If nothing changes, this is the path that you will be staying on. But there will be another path as well. The other path doesn't look so great. Got the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords, Death, and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, he's the opulent king. I always talk about that. He could be an earth sign individual in your life, but if you look, he has it all. As far as the kings go, he has the prettiest robe. He's got the pinnacle. He's got the rod, the staff. He's got the castle in the background. You name it, he's got it. He is the king with all the goods. And of course, this is the guy that doesn't take any crap. He's all up in his head, but he's extremely intelligent and speaks the truth, which I would say that Aries like to speak the truth bluntly, whether people like it or not. And that's the death of something. So this is what you're probably surrendering to. This is the transformation or the change. So yeah, it could be on money matters. It could be the way you think about money matters. for sure. These could be two individuals, but it could just be the way you think about money matters. Some people would say this could represent a boss. This could also represent a boss or some kind of legal situation. Either way, it could be some kind of truth coming in about money. Most likely, it looks like a transformation with the way that you think about money or the way you see money. Maybe even the way you make money. Maybe you're going into more like intellectual type pursuits. Maybe writing, teaching, learning, those types of things. Could even be nowadays writing code online, stuff like that. But it looks like it's a transformation with the way you think about money or the way you see money or maybe even the way you make money. But then, and we're going to clarify, so we'll see a little more on that. And it's definitely transformation because there's death's right there with it. This is the other path you can choose to go. And this is a path kind of with the 9 of Pentacles, but it's got the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. So this is more of like a confused energy as to where over here it's pretty straightforward. It's clear and it's solid, and it's built on solid foundations. Like, it's very clear and it's built on solid foundations. And that's probably what the transformation is going to bring you to. Or it's because of that you're able to transform. This other path, it looks like maybe you're showing off too much, spending more money than you have kind of thing. And normally this card would just represent having it all. But because it has this about it, maybe you're sad that you don't have it all. Maybe your thoughts about money, you're focusing on the negative aspects of money. Thinking about worrying about it, worrying about where it's coming from, worrying about your bills, that types of things. And it looks like you're just trying to figure out any way you can to either make more money or to not just make more money, but be like this. Like even maybe you're totally fine. You can pay your bills, you work, all that good stuff, but you're not this. And it's like, oh man, I've got to be that. I've got to have the status. It's a competition. Aries is all about competition. You're trying to show up the next guy. And it isn't because you're trying to normally it's not because you're trying to show off, just because you're trying to win. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. All fire signs like to win. Competition is what makes the world go round. There's no doubt about that. But it looks like on this path that you may be focusing too heavily on what you don't have instead of what you do have. Over here, it's like clear view of what you do have. And you have more than you realize. Or there's going to be a transformation that makes you see that way as long as you stay on your current path. But it's definitely an ending to something. And it's the beginning of something new because, the moon cards suggest it. The main question in the middle suggests it literally mirrors those 2 moon cards. They got the Fool with the World, and then you got these 2 cards. Fool with the World and Surrender to the Divine and Powerful Change. I mean, come on. Like, it is for show. Let's see, put these right here so you can kind of see them still a little bit. And I mean, look, you got these right beside it with the Knight of Wands. I mean, come on. It is definitely a new cycle. It looks like it's going to be an all right one, though. It looks like it's some kind of transformation. I do want to say that it could be a death. It doesn't necessarily have to be... I mean, you have to mention this, even though it's almost never that. It's almost always just transformation. It could be a death of somebody you know. It could be a death around. It doesn't even have to be that it's a death of anybody close to you. It could just be something like in your environment, a death of someone publicly or anything that gives you kind of a different perspective on money. Or maybe an inheritance coming in. If somebody died, like maybe as a grandpa or something like that, and then you get an inheritance from that. And that could be the transformation. I don't know. I have to mention that because it could be a possibility within those cards. This is advice, and it's all about money and how you think about it. This is the advice. Got the Page of Pentacles, which is like, hey, new offer of money. You got the Knight of Pentacles, who's also offering you money. And then running the other direction is the Knight of Swords, and that was how it was laid out. He is running away from those offers. So that's a little odd, really. Because this is saying, over here, it's like, it's the same energy, right? It's the Sage. It's the air with the earth. Like how you think about money. And then this guy is the advice. He's running from the money. He's running from these offers. There could be some kind of offer, like somebody's trying to buy you out of something. Not necessarily maybe a business. Could be somebody trying to buy something from you. Could be trying to buy your house, a car, anything you're trying to sell. But it might not be in your best interest to sell, at least not now. That's what it's kind of looking like here. That's the advice. It's like, or people are just throwing money at you for some reason. Somebody's offering you a job. anything of value, offering you stability in some way. People, it looks like somebody's really trying to lock you down. But it's definitely around money and possessions and like your home, that type of thing. And it's offers. But maybe I'm gonna show you what the outcome is. But maybe whatever these offers are that are coming, this new one, maybe you shouldn't immediately jump into it. Because he runs fast, but he's running away. Or maybe it's saying don't run away from the offers, because this dude's running away. And judging from the reading, it may be that you just don't run from it. Whatever these offers are, you're gonna have multiple offers of whatever it is. I just say do your due diligence. Don't let it drive you crazy if it's like a whole bunch of people hitting you up for something involving money, trying to offer you a job, or trying to buy something from you that you have that people find out that you have that's valuable. I mean, but it is advice. Maybe it's saying don't run away. I would say don't run away. I would say accept the change. If it's a new job offer or something like that, take it. Yeah, that. With the rest of the reading, it's the only thing that makes sense, because this is the outcome. And this is all going to be coming pretty swiftly, because you got the 8 of rods right there with the 10 of pentacles, and then probably you, king of rods. So this is like, and the king of rods is facing this, which is the money. And that money and the rods are facing the money too. So this is coming in swift. This is like big money. Big money, maybe. Fast moving money. Fast money coming in. Something may happen. Some big change may happen. Something sudden. I hate to say it, but it could have something to do with death. I mean, most of the time it's just transformation, but people stand to inherit a lot of money a lot of times when somebody dies. It could be like a relative of something, like way down, that you don't even know, and then they die and somehow they left you something. Like you were the only one like down the line and just came to you somehow. It could be something like that. But it really looks like a perspective of money. And it looks like offers galore of money. Like here, money. Like here, take this. Why would somebody want to offer you so much money? Why would be so many people offering you money? Only you can know that. And it's definitely something that's gonna. It looks like it's gonna come out of nowhere, whatever it is. So it's gonna be a surprise, but it's gonna be like you're gonna have it all your dreams come true kind of thing. Because I mean, if you look at how this is set out, like this, they're both facing that 10. The rods are going straight toward that 10, and he's looking right at them. Like, that's pretty nice. All right, let me clarify a little bit. Ooh, it already wants to stop. Oh, what was I supposed to clarify? I'd say what the offers were. That's what it feels like. What the offers were. 4 of Cups. The World again. And Justice. Could be something legal. Definitely could be something legal. Like it could be like a will. It's screaming like a will or something. I mean, that's very specific. But you got the World, which is the completion of something. You got Justice. That could be anything with court matters. It could just be balance. And this is kind of a balance card too in this deck. It's the Lord of Luxury in the Thoth deck. I don't know if you can see it. It's not really focusing well. But yeah. And it's called luxury. Like it's like the world is being given to you in some way. Like you're gonna have everything. Man, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, you can't make that up. And it's adjustment in this thing, but it's still about balance. Wow. It really feels like it could be something with like a will. Or some kind of lawsuit or something that gets you paid big. I hate to say it. I hope you don't end up in like these dudes riding a horse. I hope you don't end up in like a wreck or something, and then like, because I don't want anybody to get hurt. But a lot of times that happens, and then you get a big settlement because of, the truck driver bad. Or, I mean, it's kind of a crazy, especially with this in here, kind of scares me a little bit. Normally this doesn't have to do with death. Let me just a transformation of some sort. I don't know, but it's some kind of big offer coming in. It's going to change the way you see money. It's going to change your whole view of money. I need to see what this death card is. What's this death card? Okay, that was it. Hard work. Queen of Wands. Fiery passion energy and the Emperor. That's your card. That's the Aries card right there. I mean, it could just be your hard work is getting recognized. Like, because that's what I mean. In this deck, it's called Oppression, or the Lord of Oppression, but it's hard work really. And it's like a fiery, passionate energy. I mean, there's even fire in this Oppression card. It's a Sagittarius card, so if you can look, I'll focus on it, camera. Not my face. But there's flames coming out of it, okay? And then these other two cards are clear. I mean, they're just red. It's all red, all passion and interesting. It's fascinating. So it could be that you've worked so hard at something, and like maybe this maybe you're like the Queen of Wands. You're just like, I've got it, I've done it. Look at me. And the Emperor is like, maybe you're the boss, straight up. I mean, this is your card. That's the Aries. You can see the goat in the background behind him, or well, not the goat, but the ram. Wow. Could be, hate to say it, could be like you got injured at work, like a lawsuit or something. Maybe you're at work and like somebody at your work died. I hate to say that. And then like the practices they were using weren't safe. And then like you get paid for that, because this could represent a boss, and it could be that it's a female boss, passionate female boss, and she wasn't doing what she's supposed to do. I mean, general readings, right? I mean, but it could be, and it also could be that your hard work is paying off. Like you've working your butt off on something, and it's about to like blow up, whatever it is, and you're gonna be getting offers galore about it. I don't know what it is that you do for work. If you're like a creator, like something like this. Ooh, stop right here. I already knew what I was gonna do too. So if you're some kind of creator, something's about to get noticed. You're about to blow up. Ending of the way things were with money. Your thoughts of money. It's all gonna change. Like it's just nothing but money and success here. That's freaking awesome. Yeah. So it says set your intentions on change, but I would suggest that whatever those intentions are, it's probably about money. Like whatever your focus is on money, like it seems like you're already on the path the way you're focusing or looking at money. And you know, with Pluto coming into Aquarius soon, that's going to be big changes, and he's all about money and power, and he's a very powerful planet. Some would argue he's the most powerful planet, and I could give you astrological backing for why he's the most powerful planet, because he literally represents power. But yeah, the way you look at money, something's about to change drastically. You're about to get a whole bunch of offers. All right, so I was just gonna clarify this right here. What was this Ten of Pentacles that they're both looking at? Death card again. Transformation. Death card. Success. 6/6 on that. Odd. And this one's called Science, you know, but it's, I mean, a lot of people look at it like it's travel, but it's more like, and this one's like structuring, trying to understand the way things work in a way. And this one's called, the Six of Pentacles in this deck is called Success, Lord of Success. And then, of course, you have Death again, which that's the transformation again. And then this is called Science. If I don't know if you can see it written, it's the Lord of Science. And so that's more of like understanding how things work. So it may be that you're going to have a lot of success in figuring out the way things work in something. Something's going to happen. It's going to trigger like a transformation within the way you look at money, or the way you make money. And you're going to figure something out. Maybe that no one else has figured out. And you're going to use that, and you're going to make a lot of money. And everybody's going to be like, I don't want some of that. I want some of that. How do I get some of that? You take my money. Because, I mean, like, it's all over the place. Yeah, that's an awesome reading, Aries. That's going to be it for me. Hopefully you found something in this that resonates in some way. Please consider watching your rising and moon signs as well. Even planets in specific signs, like if a planet is in it's the house that it rules, or if like and has a lot of aspects on it, or if it's in the sign that it rules and has a lot of aspects on it, that means that sign can be heavy in your chart, right? So I could say like Mars is in the first house, right? So, but it's not in Aries. Doesn't matter. That's in your first house, which is of self, and Mars is there, especially if it's conjunct your ascendant, because then like you are an Aries, the way you're gonna look at the world. That's like having whatever conjunct your ascendant's like goggles. That's how you see that'd be the planet that is the goggles of how you see the world. I have Uranus, so I look at it in a weird way. But yeah, there's all kinds, and if it has lots of aspects on it, even if it's like Pluto in the 8th house and like Cancer, but it has like 8 aspects on it, and maybe even some of those planets are touching here in Scorpio. That makes Scorpio very powerful in your chart. So even those energies, so those signs, could make sense to watch a different video depending on how the energy works in your chart. But anyway, please leave a comment, those types of things. Hopefully this helped in some way. Thank you.